We are Jamia Fletcher and Raina McCrae. We're both sophomores at Waggener High School, and this is Project Lita.
Our main goal of Project Lita was to bring people together by shining a light on their similarities while also highlighting the differences that make them who they are. We wanted to do this through experiences and education.
We've not only worked to improve our school community, but we've also worked to lay the foundation for others to work alongside us.
We created a process with 5 steps: identifying, listening, designing, implementing, and reflecting.
We first needed to identify those communities in our community that were in need. So we surveyed some students at our school.
We asked them, how often do you feel at home in this school?
71% of students don't feel at home at Waggener in some way. This information started the Project Lita process.
We identified 4 groups: women of color, LGBTQ, ESL students, and non-neurotypical students.
The Project Lita team decided to create 2 mini projects inside of our bigger issue.
The lunchroom experiment was a week-long project we did with about half of our freshmen. We encouraged them to sit with people every day that they had been reluctant to talk to or sit with in the past.
After that week, we found that almost a quarter of the students found someone new that they would continue speaking to.
30% of our ESL students never feel at home in our school, and only 15% always do.
So we created a mentoring program for some ESL students. A freshman ESL student was partnered with a junior ESL student for them to share similar experiences while also making friends outside of their age that understood their school change and cultural shift.
We realized that if we really wanted to help, we needed to do things with people. We needed to give them a voice and a space to help themselves. That is why we started
the roundtables.
Welcome to the Project Lita podcast, bringing everyone together everywhere.
The roundtables were an opportunity to sit down with the members of a community and create meaningful dialogue. We facilitated these discussions and worked with these communities to come up with plans to support them. We held a roundtable for each group, and we also interviewed a few students who shared their experiences with being non-neurotypical.
We recorded audio of each of these discussions so we could listen back to find opportunities for potential action and to chronicle our work as an example for others as well.
While not every idea came to fruition, many of them did.
Women of color were a huge place in our project.
63.7% of our women of color felt that the way that they looked kept others from speaking to them. So the Project Lita team held a panel that we like to call the Good Hair Panel in order for women of color to feel like they had a safe space to go to relate to others with the same issues they dealt with regarding their hair.
We needed to give the LGBT students at our school attention too, due to how they felt in the school as well.
We found that almost a quarter of LGBT students never feel at home at Waggener.
After listening to the roundtable, we realized that many of the students involved were extremely interested in creating a GSA club for them and some of their friends.
We had one of our very own group members who is an ESL student create a global ambassadors club. We wanted to bring people together from different backgrounds to educate and make the ESL students feel more at home at school and in our community.
One of our more anonymous projects was what we did for the non-neurotypical students in our school. The team created something that we thought just about everyone in the school could learn and be a part of. We purchased a huge canvas, paint, and sponges and let Waggener get to work. We invited every student in the school to choose a color and size of triangle sponge to put on the canvas if they had dealt with any sort of mental health struggles. This was made so that everyone in the school could see that they weren't alone in any of their struggles and that people they see every day may be dealing with the same issues they are.
We wanted to get more people involved and educated, so we created projects for education and connectivity. We invited a local non-binary DJ to come speak to some of our students. They taught us and some potential future Project Lita members about activism and how to better serve our communities.
We believe in Project Lita. That's why we've turned our podcasts or our roundtables into podcasts, why we've made downloadables of all of our materials, and why we've reached out to schools across the country to invite them to create their own Project Lita teams. We wanted to create cultural well-being in the places where we work and learn, but also do the same for others.
To reflect, we went back to talk to some students about their experiences being involved in our community work.
I felt empowered and I felt really good about myself.
Someone wanted my input.
It made me feel that I wasn't alone in this school.
They both made me feel part of the community at Waggener.
Things that weren't usually said in the Black community were coming out, and it was just great.
The hair panel made me feel more accepted, made me feel empowered.
It made me feel included. I really felt like I could do really anything.
It made me feel proud of myself.
It made me feel proud.
It did make me feel like I was less alone in the struggle that I know isn't just mine.
Because I was able to talk to other people who share the same experiences as me.
And we were all talking about similarities in our problems.
It did make me feel part of the community.
It made me feel very a part of the Black women community of Waggener.
We are Project Lida.
Bringing everyone together everywhere.
Yay! Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Waggener.
much.
Thank
Amazing.
you.
Great
Thank
job.
you.
Thank you so much.
We'll have judges turn on your videos, please. Good job, guys. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Natty, you're muted. Natty, you're muted.
I'm going to learn this because I am just talking to everybody. I was like, round of applause.
It's the thought that counts.
Now I know how my mom felt. Whatever, Mom. I love that video.
Thank you so much.
We also love it.
Yeah, it was one of our favorite parts.
Yeah.
You should be very proud.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm talking to y'all and I got to get on my job. Waggener, are you ready for some questions from the judges?
Yes,
absolutely.
Okay. Look at Josh. I think I'm gonna pick Josh second. I'm gonna go down first to Judge Letitia.
Thank you so much, Natty. Thanks.
Hello.
That was a great presentation. I really enjoy getting to see the work that you guys did. And I'm really interested kind of in the dynamic of your team. The two of you did a great job presenting. I'm wondering about the other team members and how you sort of decided who was doing which thing, because it seems like you did a lot of work.
We
Jamia,
did.
Do you want to answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did. I think since a lot of the other members in our team were upperclassmen, so it was really more of an availability thing. Me and Raina happened to do a little bit more of the heavy lifting simply because we were the ones who had the most time available on our hands. But all of our team did do amazing work with us. We are so proud of all of them. And I think one of the great things about our team dynamic was we didn't always have to be together, like all 8 of us, to get everything done. For the most part, it was maybe 2 or 3 of us coming together at once and then meeting later on to just mesh everything together, which I loved.
I have something that I can add to that. Because we decided that we had 4 different groups of, people that we wanted to focus on, since we had 8 people, we split it up into 2 people per group. So Jamia and I did a lot of the project and creating and such for the women of color. And then we had 2 people on each other group, and everyone came up with their own project for their own group and helped see it through with the rest of the people in the group, so that it was split up so that not 8 people were all focusing on one thing, but 2 different people were focusing on one specific thing.
Yeah, it allowed us to get a lot more things done, I think.
Yeah.
All right, so for that, we're going to go to Judge Josh Miller.
Hey, all. Thank
Hello.
you for the presentation. It was great to hear. I loved
you.
the inclusion of non-neurotypical and the different areas that you all focused on.
Thank you so much.
You mentioned that you kind of bit off a lot in terms of how many different things you all wanted to focus on. So I'd love to hear about the plan for sustainability. What parts of it carry forward, and how does that look for you all?
I can answer this one, Jamia.
Mm-hmm.
We actually created a club out of Project Lida, and we got multiple other people in our school asking us questions all the time. Are you guys going to be doing this next year? And then we realized, let's just keep it going. So we decided that we were going to create a club out of it. So we did. And we got people all from around the school interested in helping us in the future. And we also reached out to schools all across the country, sent them our website, sent them information about Project LIDA, and said, hey, are you interested? And we got people back saying they wanted to create their own teams and do the work that we are doing. And because we created downloadables of everything that we did, we have made sure that in the future years, we're going to be doing the exact same things that we have, but on all of the new students. Like our freshman experiment, we're going to do that every year for our freshmen, but we are going to do it with the new people who are part of Project LIDA, while also adding on to other projects that we're going to do inside of our club.
I think one of the main things about our club that makes it sustainable is we made it a community thing. It wasn't just us doing the work. We invited other people in our school to, create safe spaces where we could all have opportunities to learn and grow, which is why I think we have a real future, because there's already people all over our school who have been a part in some of our works that have been telling their friends, just sharing the word, and really excited about what we plan to do in the future.
Great, thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Looking for questions, judges. I think it looks like they're writing stuff down, or reading or something. I'm gonna write my question before I ask it. Raina, you look so official. You're like.
Well, I've been working on my posture because Jamia here likes to get on me and say that I have really bad posture. So I've been working on it.
She does have really bad posture.
That's why I'm working on it.
All right. Any more questions, judges? All right. Well, that looks like a wrap. Now they got to go think about it in the innovation lab.
Nice job, Waggener.
Judges.
Thank you so much.
Give it up for Waggener.
Thank you.
You guys all have a great day.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Raina. You too.
Thank you. Thank you.